Hi everybody, welcome to this week's question and answer video. My name is David. This channel is Damar's Coaching. I do this every single Monday. I'm answering your guys' questions from the last week's video, last Monday. Please go down in the comment section and ask me anything you want. Please tell us your locations. Please sign the petition I made. Stop Narcissistic Online Bullying. It's right down below in the comment section, in the description box. Just follow it, everyone in the world, and check it. Sign it. Thank you very much. So there's a lot of questions, so I might go a little fast today. Please let me know if I lose someone and doesn't understand me, or if I don't seem to understand your question, if I miss your question. Please tell me. I don't want to miss it. I want to answer everyone's. Thank you. First one is from Nicola from the United Kingdom. I've seen your video from a few years back when you told us your past. It was moving and much appreciated. Thank you. I hope to be awake for your book Q&A too. Please give us plenty of notice. Looking forward to reading your book very much. Thank you very much. Yep. I'm going to give like a month's notice, so that'll be soon. And when I'm going to publish it, so we can do like a little live publishing party, it'll be a Q&A on a Monday, and it'll be at 6 p.m. probably Pacific time. I think that's 2 in the morning UK, so that's pretty late. I don't expect you to stay up, but thanks for trying. Thanks if you do. Rory from Ohio. Hello, Rory. Looking forward to sharing in your book party. Love your excitement about it. I'm not surprised at all the encouragement for your accomplishments on this channel. You've been here a long time, cheering us on, helping us all. You deserve it all. You've been here a long time too, Rory, cheering me on. Thank you so much. I'd like to give you a copy of the book. She Phoenix Rising from Vermont. I will read your book. Thank you. Got it. You guys are telling me a lot about the book and supporting me a lot. I thank you very much. And I am writing my story. It feels so good, and I will be publishing. Started it a year ago, and David, you inspired me yesterday. Wrote all day yesterday. Just do it, right? Yeah. That's so cool. Like, that's really cool. Just that right there. Write my book inspired someone else too. That's really, really cool. Maybe you will inspire someone else too. You guys, tell your story. Really good description of how we lose ourselves or all of ourselves in a relationship, and to take the time to put myself back together before entering a new relationship. Good. You're worth it. I'm actually working on healing my childhood trauma and not looking at all for a guy. Yeah, look for yourself first, yeah. Thank you very much. Rory, again, thank you for another great Monday Q&A. You are right about him not caring about me. He thought I should just keep my emotions to myself and be available at all times. The attention was at all times to be on him. And that, you know, that label, that narcissistic, selfish, ego label, even the story, infatuated with his own image, it really goes to show how helpless they are. Just he can't function. He can't handle other people's emotions, and he can't handle his own. He needs help with every little thing with his own life, let alone trying to be there for someone else. I'm sure he wasn't really there for your children. Thanks, Rory. I care. People care. Mercedes from Maine. Thanks for answering my question, David. You're welcome. I just wanted to ask a follow-up question. When my BPD stepdaughter triggers her mother into leashing out at me or others, the thing I find the most infuriating is my stepdaughter will act sweet and innocent and claim she doesn't know why her mother behaves that way. I do not believe she is unaware of why her mother has these angry outbursts. Oh, she's aware if she's doing it to her. I just made a video last week about acting stupid. The thing that bothers me the most is when she lies to my husband's face, acting like she had nothing to do with triggering her mother. Is it worth confronting my stepdaughter about this, and that I am aware that she is the one behind her mother's outburst? Or do you think my efforts are better spent continuing to educate my husband on BPD from behind the scenes? Thanks again, and congratulations on your new book. Thank you, Mercedes. What is your husband doing? Just curious, rhetorical, something for you to think about. I see you worrying and thinking and spending energy and being present and looking and trying and finding information, and now you're saying that you're educating your husband about his own daughter. What is he doing? And you absolutely can tell her it's the best thing for these people. When we say, exposing people, some people think that means smearing them on social media. No. Exposing someone is literally just saying, looking in them, showing them a mirror, and saying, this is who you are, this is what you're doing. And you stay calm, Mercedes, and you just say, what was it that you just say, I know that you're getting your mother, rather, you're baiting your mother to do whatever she's doing to you. Just say, I just want you to know I'm aware of it, and it's not going to work. It's perfect. It puts them on the defense. It makes them feel vulnerable and exposed and naked, and you're on to them. And they can't, the one thing they can't do is whatever you just called them out on. And you could say, either I think you're just trying to do this, or I know that you're just trying to do this. And it really is the best thing to do. It really, really is. It really just completely stops it. And I don't want to say everyone, right? But anyone that keeps trying after that is showing very low intelligence. Thank you, Mercedes. Rose from the United Kingdom. Hello, Rose. Something I find confusing. I've thought about it a lot. I've heard someone say that BPD narc are high mood and low mood. On low mood days, they can do and say things in that moment. There's no big plan to ruin your life or play with you at all. It's just they react, and then the next day they feel shame, so want to cover that up. They don't want to be seen as shameful, then they might love bomb in order to cover their mistake when they, there's a pattern of that. And many of the toxic people, and you said people that have borderline personality disorder and maybe even NPD. Yeah. Just trying to get by the moment. Always feeling so bad and so unstable and needing someone to regulate me. And I'm not very in control of my behaviors, my emotions, but I do things that are wrong and outburst, and I feel embarrassed and ashamed. You're right. Yeah, there is definitely a pattern of this. This can happen with people with uncontrollable anger. Lucky Toucan. Don't know where you're from. Hello, David. Hope you and everyone are well and okay. Thank you. I hope you are too. I walked away 4 years ago from a toxic, long-distance relationship with a lady who emotionally and mentally abused me. She has BPD with bipolar disorder type 1. And I feel she's also comorbid, covert narcissist. So I walked away from her but 4 years ago, but still haven't recovered. I'm struggling and don't know how to move forward. Please help me. How can I help you? You don't know how to move forward. Well, this is severe, it's complex, and you need help. You're right. It's good you're asking for it. How can I help you? You can contact me at davidandmars.com if you'd like coaching. Other than that, you can ask me a question, and I'll try to help you, or get help from someone else. My opinion is we can't heal from this without help. And the people that don't get any help and don't tell anybody and don't talk about it and feel better about it and just think they do later aren't really better. They either isolate or keep doing the same thing. Or they just find someone that doesn't abuse them and they think they're healed. So how can I help you? And I'm sorry. 4 years, that's a long time, yeah? What have you been doing for 4 years to get better? There's a question. Not much. Working out, staying single. We need help. We need to talk. It's the only thing. With somebody that understands, knows how to help you. So everybody can heal from what has hurt us. You can heal from this. And if you're having difficulty doing it, which sounds like in 4 years, then get help. It's good you're asking right now. You can contact me if you want coaching. I know how to help people with this. You're worth it. But if there's something else I can do to help you, question or something you have for me, ask me. Oh, Healing Family from California. Hello. Ex-fiance is 27 years old now. I remember just a bit before the discard, he was diagnosed with high blood pressure. Why so young, and how could that be? Is it related with his BPD? I would love all your thoughts. Thank you. So I'm not a doctor. I'm not his doctor. Who knows the real cause? And we know that there's different causes for high blood pressure, and some of it's even genetic. So what's really important to understand is someone who we're saying he's diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, had an awful childhood. Everything is stressful, and stress is the #1 killer. Someday, I hope, we don't compartmentalize our health, because it doesn't help. It's real bad. It's like taking our car to a mechanic, and that mechanic just does a little fix on the transmission, and this mechanic over here does a little fix on the motor, and one does on the radiator, and one does the electric fuel injected carburetor, and they don't really talk to each other, and you just kind of do little parts. It's going to be a problem. Okay, what would be much better is these people all worked in the same shop together. Okay? So you have your therapist, your psychiatrist, your medical doctor, general doctor, right? All helping you together. Same chart, same file, all in communication with each other. Because we know that, what's the book? Your biology becomes your biography. Your life story is your body shows it. And this type of stuff, what this person's been through, what they've put you through, what we've all been through in our childhood, in our adulthood, is stress. It's stress, and we show it. We show it in our ulcers. We show it in our feet of intestine we've had removed. We show it with our attention span, ADD, ADHD. We show it with autoimmune disease, rare autoimmune disease that all my clients have, that only 1% of the population has. In migraines, stress is the #1 cause of disease, the #1 killer. And why do you think he has high blood pressure? Take a guess. That help? But I don't know. I can't tell you it is. Right? But, yeah, I mean, someone's majorly abused and traumatized their whole childhood, and they have stomach problems and headaches. Those are the first signs of it. And those ascend or transpire into bigger, much more worse problems. I would say that came from childhood neglect, which is where all anxiety comes from and stuff like this. Sherbert, don't know where you're from. I'm grieving and finding it difficult too. Actually, BPD has gone into a Christian-based rehab facility, so no contact, which is the best thing, but also painful. I'm trying to reframe the relationship. It was so abusive, and I've excused his BPD, his addictions for it. Nothing was real. I was, but I feel like I was just a prop. Nothing. I already have CPTSD. My ex is in rehab, hopefully for 12 months, but there's a part of me that wants to be remembered. Why? When I know it means nothing. I also, on the flip side, fear him coming out and not learning anything. This program offers sobriety, but nothing for BPD. Then he's going to be a sick, mentally ill borderline that doesn't have a crutch anymore. And he's going to get a little high from it, like addicts do from quitting. But then reality's going to set in, and he's not going to be able to manage his life even worse than he used to. It's more about faith. Faith does not heal BPD. I've literally seen people think so, and they disappeared. So I worry about contact. I keep looking at my letterbox, just worried, I guess, but grieving. Well, Sherbert, we need to process this relationship, and it's a great time to do it while he's gone. You're worried about the letterbox? Block him and know exactly how you want to react if he ever contacts you in any other way. But let's not see it. Let's say we're worthy of it. We know he's contacting us. We know he's going to send us something, and we don't want him in our lives. I'm guessing you don't. That's what you're saying. You feel like a prop. Maybe you were. There's people out there that have other people in their life. They claim they love them and all this other stuff, and really they're just props. Their life is a stage, and their friends and their family and stuff like this are just the audience or props, using them, exploiting them for their own appearance, status. Obviously, well, I think what you're saying is this person didn't see you. Never got to know who you are, didn't appreciate who you are, didn't know who they had in their life. A special person that accepted them and tried to love them. They may figure this out a little bit later. It may not be some of the reasons that you would like. But please get some help and some support. There's a lot of things you can start doing. And I can't tell them all here. There's just too much. But get some help, get some support. So you know what to do about this, about him contacting you, and you start to understand, heal from your relationship more. So you're not so vulnerable when he does get out. A lot of these things, 12 months. I'm going to bet he doesn't stay. Could come out any day. And see, and I'm not trying to make you feel worse than I can see how that does, and I'm sorry. But reality, right? Let's not just keep our fingers crossed and hope. Let's prepare for him to come out now, message you in the letterbox. Let's get better. Let's have support with us. Let's block them. Let's know exactly what we want to do. Okay? And we all need support for things like this. You're worth it. Tina from South Carolina, sometimes when I make a comment, I don't write my name. Oh, yeah. I don't know why. I see it now, Serengeti Lion. And for some reason, I was sitting there going, Serengeti de Leon. I don't know. It's a little far from me. I need glasses, I think. Starting to. Can't believe I just admitted that on camera. But yes, I'm sorry, Tina. I'll never not see Serengeti Lion again. Your question is, do borderlines only do borderline things when there's a romantic partner involved with them? Seems to me as so. Like, do they do borderline things to their mom, dad, siblings, and everyone else? Borderline things. I will say they're not exclusive. It's not inclusive. It's, yes, they will do borderline things to most people. It's the closer you get to them. It's stress. Again, borderline personality disorder traits seem to surface under stress. And the biggest source of stress for all of us can be relationships. Second, financial. You've got someone diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, and they've got a job, and you meet them and they just think you're just so great. Not much stress. Huh? But when they attach to you and they notice that you have a life of your own and other people are interested in you and you have friends and they lose their job, traits surface. The baiting, the accusations, the delusional thinking, magical thinking, blah, 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 start to surface. So an intimate partner of 4 years with a borderline is getting it. They're getting it bad. They're getting it real bad. And mom and dad have already got it when they lived there as a kid. They got the worst of it. And now they're just kind of like a monster part-time when they come visit. And then, friends, they tend to not really have any deep, meaningful friendships. It's just real compartmentalized and using and exploiting them. And so the behaviors and traits won't be as bad, maybe, for friends. Therefore, friends may be longer in their life. So, like, you'll enter a borderline's life, you'll get to know their friends. In several months, they're acting just totally unstable and insane and doing all kinds of crazy things to you. And you're wondering how all the hell all their friends are staying in their life and why. And then you see them interact and it's not as bad. So they can last longer, I guess. Where an intimate relationship that's dysfunctional is going to come to the end faster. doing borderline things to me. JR from Nashville. Hi, JR. Why do so many women with BPD seem to be into weird spiritual stuff like witchcraft, twin flames, dream interpretations, crystals? I have to go consult with the cards about this one. I have to drop some bones on the ground, see how they fall. Imagine living your life like that. And it's magical thinking. I just said that last question. If you know exactly who you are, let's just take these 5 things again. If I know exactly every emotional need of mine, and I know exactly how to have them met, I know exactly how I feel all the time, I know how to make myself feel good. I know exactly what I believe in, and I stick to it and show it, make it stronger every day. I know exactly what I value, and I show it all the time, every day, in how I treat myself, how I treat others, in every choice and decision I make. I stay true to the 100 things I value. And I know exactly what I want. And every day I do something to get closer to that, and I keep it right in front of me. If I know this really well, how often do I need to ask other people what I should do, what they think? And I'm not saying it's a bad thing to do that. It's great. I value the opinions of the people very close to me in my life, and I'll still do that. But the more you know this, the less you need to do that. And does it really help to ask someone what they would do, especially someone toxic, controlling? Well, you should do this. If I'm supposed to tell you, JR, what to do, I got to know every single thing about you. I got to know you so well to be able to tell you what you should do, because I'm going to do something different. But if you don't know yourself at all, you'll resort to bones, cards, smoke, entrails, anything. Apps, the moon, the stars, my astrology sign, my daily astrology sign, the fortune cookie I had for lunch. And I'm not denying any of that or that it doesn't work. But who really needs that? Who needs that to be guided? Why put faith into that? If you know yourself, don't need to. I don't need anything or anybody to tell me who I am or what I should do or what I need to do or what I want or how I feel, what I value, what I need. Nothing. Don't need to. I have before. Sometimes we do. Ask people that, know what they're talking about. But these people are easily influenced. And they're looking for answers. And they're looking for help. They don't know themselves and they don't know what to do. They need to feel in control of their lives, and this is a way for them to feel in control. I can do tarot cards really well. They work all the time. Not only that, it makes me feel important. I'm pretty. I've got the information. I'm good. I can talk to dead people. Every one of those people are complete scams. Does that help, JR? Let me know. Thanks. Name is Sweet, I guess, and don't know where you're from. David, what is your cultural background, if you don't mind sharing it? I don't mind, but when you say culture, United States of America. I don't know what else to say besides that with culture. I lived some of my childhood in Japan, and the rest of it in the South, a little bit in the North. I've lived all over the country, been in like 40 states, lived in so many different major cities. That's it. If you're asking like my heritage, I'm full German and Germanic, if that's what you're asking for. But anything else you want to know, I don't mind. Thanks for asking. Um, oh God. Oh, Jojo from Vancouver. Hello, Jojo. Sorry, I have ADHD and I spell wrong. I was asking if a person. Well, you didn't spell anything wrong here. Don't need to apologize for things you don't do. I was asking if a person who has BPD and narcissistic traits, does the immediate family, like father and mother and siblings, know that they are protected by this family? As it seems, the father goes way out of his way to pay bills and soothe the BPD person, who is my ex, bestie. It seems that everyone is hush hush, and BPD person is so into family and goes on rants family is best and before anyone, yet you know in your heart they destroyed my BPD friend. I was cast out one night after I paid for lots of things. Came through lots of road hazards like blizzards to rescue a BPD friend and no contact with family. Now all of a sudden, after BPD narcissistic rage, I'm the bad person. The father of this person sues to shut up the rage, and I look like the bad person. So you know I left. I refuse it. Yeah. What you're talking about is codependent relationships, and it gets severe. And codependency is not a diagnosis. It's not a thing. You're not a codependent. We have codependent behaviors. Probably everybody has in our life. Okay. And it's just codependent behaviors, and there's an origin of the term, and there's a lot to the meaning of it, but it's dependency, and it's a co-op. It's two or more together. And this is a sick and toxic family that doesn't want to look at themselves, that tries to control each other, and this dynamic is a way for them to protect themselves and never ever be held accountable or responsible to ever do anything for themselves. They keep trying to do things for each other, exploiting each other, using each other. It's actually a pretty interesting dynamic. It's a typical trilogy, and it doesn't matter how many more you add; it just gets more toxic. But here you have a BPD person grown up in a family who was never held accountable, never held responsible, and you have this dad always soothing them and taking care of them. And so dad is super, super insecure and super, super codependent. Dependency is an addiction. So this becomes an addiction. These are people that can't self-soothe. They soothe each other. These are people that can't meet their own needs. They try to meet them for each other. It's weird. But the father, I can tell already, is deathly afraid of being alone, deathly afraid of losing, fear of loss, abandonment in this family, totally codependent. His value straight up was raised to take care of others, probably his siblings and stuff like this, and never have a real sense of self. And dad's done this so long for mom and stuff, he's lost himself, I think. Seems like mom's probably really toxic. I would bet. But it becomes a dependency, and like any addiction, they protect it. It becomes more important than anything. Anything. I'm telling you, don't ever get in, right? You guys know this. Don't ever get involved in a relationship between a couple. Just don't get involved anywhere. I don't care if it's your friends. I don't care who it is, your parents. I don't care. Do not get involved in a couple, in a relationship between two people. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know about it. Shut up. Because the second you do, they're just using you. They're not fixing their own problems. They're using you instead. And you get involved, and then you're a threat, and they're going to turn on you. And that's what's happened. You, just like anybody else outside of this family, becomes a threat to their addiction, to their dependency, and they get rid of you. Disgusting, toxic, vicious cycle that will only repeat itself generation after generation. That's it, guys. Thank you. Appreciate your thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I really do. I need it. If you want to keep these videos going, give it to me. I only get 5% of support from you guys. Same people, hundreds, 1,000 watching every week. Hit the like button, please. Thanks. And leave your locations, ask questions. Love yourself first. Have a beautiful week.